and welcome back to another edition of Metcalf's Movie Journal. This is the show where I do quick reviews for the movies that I watch, give them a score out of 10, and then add them to my list. So let's see what movie we're reviewing today. On April 16th, I watched Logan Lucky, which came out in 2017. I don't know how I missed this star-studded crime caper, directed by Steven Soderbergh, the same man responsible for the Ocean's trilogy. But I'm sure glad I stumbled upon it on Netflix, because it had me laughing throughout, and the story was so believable, I had to look it up to see if it was based on real events. As far as I can tell, it is not, so I'll probably throw this one out as an example the next time I hear the old Hollywood has no new ideas anymore rhetoric. It was probably almost 30 minutes in before I saw an actor that I didn't know by name, but it was still a bit difficult to recognize them, with Channing Tatum and Katie Holmes appearing early on, but with some really strange looks, and those thick southern accents to hide themselves in their characters. Even a surprising appearance by Seth MacFarlane, who I figured I could never miss, still took me a while to spot. All the actors, from the top down, seemed extremely committed to this one, and it's the primary reason the humor works as well as it does. The real standouts for me were Adam Driver as Clyde Logan and Daniel Craig as Joe Bang, with Driver's dry, almost sterile delivery being perfect for the over-the-top ridiculousness that surrounded him, and Daniel Craig's Joe Bang being the primary source of that ridiculousness. With Craig's character being the explosive expert, he definitely provided a bang. It's at least a bit because of the crazy look to this guy, who most of us know as James Bond, but it's also a lot due to that amazing accent. And while he's easily the most unbelievable comic book style character, he's also effectively surrounded by all their almost equally crazy characters, so he never feels out of place. Rather, he feels more just like the best representation of the movie's true tone. I currently only have 2 real examples of Adam Driver's work so far, in this one, and the terribly boring zombie movie, The Dead Don't Die. I could tell his dry delivery had potential to be really funny, but The Dead Don't Die just didn't offer him the kind of great material he has here to work with, so it was nice to see him live up to that potential, because he absolutely had some of the funniest lines here. The story ultimately centers around the Logan brothers, Channing Tatum and Adam Driver, trying to rob NASCAR. That Ocean's 11 style can clearly be felt throughout, but with the jokes cranked up to 11 and that classy Brad Pitt George Clooney style swapped for a more rural Southern American white trash feel, really helped make all the jokes land that much better. I swear, if Albert Einstein had that accent, nobody would have taken him seriously, because it really doesn't matter how smart you are, if you start talking with that drawl, everything just starts to sound funny. This one ended up feeling sort of like a more believable, well-thought-out version of Masterminds, which starred Zach Galifianakis, which is funny since that one actually was based on a true story. So Logan Lucky's writer, Jules Asher, definitely deserves credit for developing some very real and believable characters. I'd strongly recommend checking this one out, and bonus points since it's easy to find on Netflix. I ended up giving it an 8 out of 10, and it landed at number 224 on my list, putting it right here, in between Happy Gilmore and Richard Jewell. And as always, thanks for watching another edition of Metcalf's Movie Journal. Be sure to click like and subscribe for new videos every week. And if you have a movie that you really want me to watch, be sure to drop me a comment.